Hello guys, welcome to Garba Life. If you're new to my channel, I'm your friend Garba Life, and this is my family's YouTube channel, and I invite you to come and let's build a healthy relationship together. By the way, thanks for tuning in, thanks for coming, and thanks for taking your time to listen to me and to watch our videos. Yeah, so where do I start from? From the title of the video, you can tell that is about bereavement. Yeah, I don't know if I should call it tragedy or a blessing in disguise, or a blessing or part of life. But it was hard even finding time to talk about this and to do this video, but been grieving for a while now, for weeks now, and I feel it's like about time I put myself together and do this video. So I lost 3 family members just within hours. Everything happened almost the same day with different time zones, from Nigeria, my country of origin, and here in America. It's sad, it's very hard to process, it's hard to grieve, it's painful to lose a loved one, and I lost 3 loved ones within hours in 2 different countries. So the first one was my first cousin. His name is Kambai. It's so hard because my dad had only one brother in this life. They're the only 2 male their parents gave birth to, and my dad's other siblings are ladies or women. Well, they're grandmas now. But my dad and his brother were the only 2 male kids their parent had. So after my it is hard. So after my dad's transition to glory, when my father died decades ago. Wow, that's a very long time ago. After my father's death, we only had my uncle alive. He's the only father that we looked up to, that is like the closest. So sad that my mom too lost all her brothers. But for now, I will focus on my dad's side because I lost loved ones on both my mom and my dad's side of the family. So my uncle, we call him Daddy because he's also a father, blood related to me in our family. He was the only face we had to see my dad. We saw my dad through his face. God bless and rest his soul. My late uncle's name is Daddy Bulus Inua, and he died while I was here in the US. I could not go for his funeral due to reasons beyond me, and a lot of insecurity going on in Nigeria and other reasons. I'm trying to remember if that was when I had a baby, but right now my thinking faculty, I can't even process much, but I'll just try and be here and try and focus and just talk about like right now. So now my cousin who recently died is my uncle's son, and it's so hard because, and it became much more harder for me because not being able to be with your family during grieving moments as this makes it harder, especially for the one that is far away because um, of distance. I'm living in America and most of my relations are in Nigeria. So I was grieving alone here. I don't have any close family member like to grieve and comfort each other. I was only seeing pictures and videos. That was how the memory I could keep, of what happened because I was not there in person for the funeral. So now my cousin, my first cousin, that's my uncle's son, his second child come by, has transitioned to glory. That same day, at night, at about around after 10 in the night, the same day I lost my cousin come by. God bless your soul and God rest your soul. Received a message from a family friend here in America, and he told us his father has transitioned to glory. At that moment, I didn't know what to feel, say. I did not know how to think. I did not know what to do. I was just like, I couldn't talk. I was so shocked. And one thing I want to thank God for is when Baba Phillips was alive, my husband and I were able to visit him about a month ago. He was sick. He died at the age of 79. And all I can do is, after those moments of shock, I saw me like giving thanks, like thanks after thanks, thanks after thanks. Life. What am I living for? What will people remember me for when I am no more? That is the question I keep asking myself. I thank God for Baba's life. Baba, now Godi, thank you for living a good life. When my husband and I visited, we spoke with him. He was doing one of his favorite things, listening to the songs from, traditional Christian songs. from the hymn books. He was just listening to it on his phone. Was it phone or the device? I think it was from his phone. He was playing like a collection of Christian. Life is a breath away. I can't believe it. Today we are here, tomorrow we are no more. Let our life count. That's what I can say. Some people I remember were like, oh, you're putting your life out there. You're showing people that you're in America, all this and that. But I remember my pastor, Pastor Moses Gago, he will always preach great sermon, and he talked one day about so many great potentials that took their greatness to the grave. There's so many people with great ideologies and so many big dreams of things to do, to accomplish, but they never did it. It ended in their mind and their thoughts, or they talked about it, and they did not have the opportunity to live and have it come true. And then the grave, they went with all those goodies, you know, that can be added to life as part of the seasoning to like making life count. And I decided not to be one of those. I've wanted to always like YouTube for a very long time. You know, I got inspired by Ellie and Jared. And if I put fears before me, I won't be doing this. When we lose loved ones, we remember them from the pictures, you know, the good memories, like, because it becomes history, you know, like, so, we look at their pictures and then we remember them, and videos perhaps, if there's any recording. So, but someone like me, if my time is up, or when my time is up, you guys will remember me for this. You know, you look at my videos, my pictures, the time I spend with my family, even when I like, oh, please subscribe, you know, all of that. Some of my videos might make you cry, some might put a smile on your face, others might give you deep sense of thoughts, you know, about life. Baba, Nagode. Nagode means thank you. Thank you for living a good life. Thank you for living as a great father, a good example. Thank you for being a good elder to the Church of Jesus. Thank you for being a very great grandpa. I'm so proud of you. You live a good life, and I can testify to that. Then, just the same time, I think the third person I lost is on my mother's side, and it's just so sad that my mom's only existing sibling is my auntie in Nigeria, and Auntie Adama, and they're the only two alive today, my mom and my auntie. Honestly, okay, I thank God for her life. It's hard, you know, life can be funny, and if you've not been thinking about death, you need to start doing that, listening to me, because nobody knows when their time is going to be up. Even if the doctor gives you an idea, maybe to those that are like ill or have terminal illness and stuff, yet nobody knows exactly when their time will be up. So with that, we received the news of my mom's cousin, who is like the first brother. Like her cousins, they all grew up. They were like the same. Like they all grew up together in the same house, the same everything. You know, the way our families are. You know, as the boys in the house grow to become men, and they'll now build their own different like houses, but within the same family compound. But everyone have their own. You know what I mean? House. When they grow up, they step out of their own dad's house because they want to get married and raise their own family. So yeah, we heard about his wife's death. I refused to go to Facebook because I didn't even want to accept the sad reality that my cousin Kamba is no more. So I refused to even like go on my Facebook because I don't want to see anyone post it. I was afraid to face the reality, you know. But until when I went into Facebook and then I saw someone on my mom's side of the family posted about another death in the family. That's my Uncle Jinkai's wife. I think he's one of our top official, like NYC. I don't know. Anyways, I don't know his exact position, but he lost his wife, and I've seen a few pictures of her on Facebook. I guess on his page. They seem to be dedicated Christians at their church. You know, it's so sad losing 3 people just within hours and about the same day. My God. This life is, we gotta make meaning out of it. Don't be scared. Step out of your comfort zone. Face your fears. I'm talking to myself. I'm not just talking to you. I'm also talking to myself. Face your fears. I just watched a video on this YouTuber. The name is Naka and Dom. I think Naka and Dominic. They're a very young couple. I started watching them when the daughter Naka was pregnant. They're very young sweethearts, and they have a child. And she posted a video about her brother was kidnapped and killed. As I listened to their story, and she was narrating how everything happened, how it's like at first it was like her brother fell in the, it was raining and her brother fell in the river or something with the sweeping current and stuff. I'm not sure if they're gonna find his dead body. Maybe it's gonna like surface and they'll find it and blah blah. Long story short, later they found his dead body. And what she said that hit me so hard was her cousin that killed him. Where are we going to? Where are we going to? How can a cousin kill another? Why should a brother take his brother or sister's life? Why should anybody take another's life? Worst of all, family members. And she was talking about how they have like helped their families. And that is the thing. It's never gonna be enough for people that are greedy. They don't do anything for you and they complain too much. Even the little you're able to do because you got too much going on, they're still not okay. You know, there's just too much going on in Nigeria because of the failed government. There's not, how much can you even do for a loved one in Nigeria that is enough? People don't even have food to eat, and sad. Anyways, guys, please let your life count. Let my life count. And death is real. We gotta live once. Live once, we die. Today is the day that we know. Now is the time that we have. We don't know the next moment. See the earthquakes everywhere, tornadoes hitting, people dying, accidents. But we don't want to live by fear. But if there's life, there's hope. They say, to everyone that is alive, you got hope. You got hope. So let us live the life that we want people to remember us for when we're not here. And this is my little story, and you see their pictures as I share them. And I pray that God will continue to comfort all of us that have been affected by your death, and may God give us peace. And I send out my heart, my prayers, my love, my thoughts to all of our family members and our friends, far and near, in this hard time that we're grieving together. And God help us. Thank you guys so much for your prayers. To those that make comment on my Facebook, thank you so much. I appreciate every one of you and your prayers. And thank you for listening. Bye.